Okay, so I want to talk about something personal. Not that anything regarding transition is not personal, but something that I guess I didn't really expect to be so bad or so difficult to deal with. So, I had top surgery 2 weeks ago today with Dr. Russell Sassani in Plantation, Florida. Um, and it was the greatest experience, the greatest week, the greatest time in my life. I had been anticipating it for 6 months prior the actual surgery, because I had my consult in August and I booked my surgery date then, so I had 6 months of actual, like, wow, this is the date, counting down the days to the actual date that it happened. But before that, before I even realized that top surgery was a thing, before I even hit puberty, before I realized who I was, I had the desire to have a flat chest. The minute I started developing, I was super unhappy. I started wearing multiple shirts, and I started getting horrible posture, slouching to try and hide what was there. I didn't want to have to wear a bra, because that made me feel more feminine, but I didn't want them showing, so I finally broke down and started wearing sports bras, but then I'd be really cautious to what my collars were doing. They had to be super tight around my neck, and this went on for the rest of time until top surgery. And just the uncomfortableness of swimming and having to wear a swimsuit, and what am I going to wear to swim, and just all of that stuff. And I know every guy that's wanting top surgery or has had top surgery knows exactly the feelings and has gone through exactly the same thing. But what I really want to talk about is post-op depression, and not so much just depression. And my post-op depression it's not regarding losing anything. It's not because I lost a body part. It's not because I'm having a hard time adjusting to that. It seems to be more that the letdown of that, what I've been counting down towards, is over. This milestone has come and gone. I put a lot of effort, time, and thought into who I was going to go to as a surgeon. And that was a huge deal to me, looking at pictures on Trans Bucket, on the FTM Top Surgery Facebook, just Googling top surgeons, and I gotta let my dog out here, and come on, and it wasn't hard once I came across Dr. Sassani to make that decision that, Yasha, come here, that's who I need to go to. Hold on, I gotta hook her up. So once I made that decision, it wasn't a hard decision to make, and then I made it, and then I wanted to really get the ball rolling, and I set up a consultation, which, of course, I was super excited about that, because I finally got to talk to him, and, of course, as most guys, too, I would YouTube daily reveal videos, and I watched every one of Dr. Sassani's reveal videos probably 15 times, just waiting for it to be my turn, thinking about my reveal video and how I was going to react and respond. And so it's almost like you feel like I felt like I knew him already, and I was just in awe. I was awe-stricken by him. And Jessica was amazing too. When I called to set up my when she called me for my consultation, she was just the sweetest, and just in the email, she was the sweetest person, and I just was like, I made the absolute right decision. I couldn't have gone to anybody else, and this couldn't be happening any differently, because this is exactly how it's supposed to happen. So then at my consult, I got to talk to him. he's a very gentle, soft-spoken, kind person, and the consultation I had with him, he had looked at my pictures that I had sent, and he told me what I'd be a candidate for and all that, and so that happened. Of course, I was so excited about that. I filmed myself talking to him on the phone, and posted it on YouTube for anybody who is wondering what a consultation is like. You can check that out. Also, I felt great about that. I asked him questions. I was kind of a dork, because I was so excited. But anyway, so then I got back on the phone with Jessica. We picked a date. I put down a $500 deposit for March 7th, 2017, and I couldn't believe it was actually happening. So now I had to worry about the money and all that, but that's another story too. But I just want to keep talking about the way I feel after surgery, to maybe reach out and see if anybody else felt this way or is feeling this way, just to make people feel like they're not alone, and maybe to make me feel like I'm not alone in these feelings. But so, okay, the feelings that I'm having are hard to explain, and it's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing to talk about. I miss Jessica. That's not as embarrassing to say, I guess, for some reason, because she's awesome and everything. But I miss Dr. Sassani. Like, I don't know. I saw him 6 times. I saw him 6 different times, which normally I would have only seen him 3 times. Yasha, come here. But, I'm still T-Rexing it, and my dog's whining. But, the minute I met him, it's like I made this connection, and I'm sure it's this huge life-changing experience that I went through. And it's something that I've been wanting since before I even realized it was a thing that I could have done. And I've just been building up to it and building up to it and building up to it. And like I said, watching those reveal videos and looking at pictures and just learning everything I could about Take Shape and everybody who's gone there before me. And then your time comes and you meet him, and you meet Jessica, and you meet all of the staff, and you see the place, and you're in Florida, and coming from Wisconsin, where it was still winter time. First day of spring was yesterday, but it's still not warm. We left, there was snow on the ground. When we got back, it was in the 30s, and being there in the 70s, 80-degree weather with the ocean, I mean, that doesn't help with the feelings that I'm having now either, because now I'm back in reality where it's not warm, it's not green, there's no beach, I don't have all the brothers with me that I was recovering with at New Beginnings, all those things. I have my dog, and that's amazing, and my family, and my home, and all of that, but it's still, hard to come back to reality, and especially I was there for almost 2 weeks, 12 days in Florida. I went to the office 6 times. It's just really hard to kind of come back and come down from it. So I don't know. It's like one person gave me the life that I've dreamed of. Dr. Sassani gave me something that nobody else could and nobody else had, and I guess I'm just struggling to kind of realize that it's not like an ongoing relationship now, but I feel like I want it to be. I feel like I owe him so much. I owe him more than I can ever repay him, and I just want him to know, what he's done for me and what he means to my life. And it's just a weird feeling that, you might not ever talk to this person again, somebody who's done such a huge thing for you and made you feel whole and made you feel right and at peace and all of those things. Yasha's sad about this too. So it's just really, I just wanted to put that out there and see if anybody else has had those feelings and has anything to say about it. And I mean, maybe it's because the surgeon I chose maybe it's because Dr. Sassani just is that kind of person that makes you feel so cared about and important and special, and like you're the only person, you're the only patient that matters in that moment. Um, anyway, yeah, so if anybody else has those thoughts or feelings, um, leave a comment and maybe we can talk about it, or you can let me know how you got through it and started feeling better. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's all. So I'll talk to you guys later.